Alright, so here we are for part 5 of Let's Play Sonic Heroes. This took me way longer to do than I had ever wanted. I tried to slow down part of the video. Well, I'll talk about it when we get to the slowdown part. Anyway, let's talk about this level. I was excited at first. We were going to play another city level. The last one was fun. But you know why the last one was fun? It was a Sonic tutorial level. This level is a Tails tutorial level, which makes it not fun. Until I realized that most of the stuff could be done without Tails. I basically go through the entire level. Whenever I'm supposed to use Tails, I just do this. Blue Tornadoed. And did you know that when an enemy is being Blue Tornadoed, Sonic becomes completely useless? Yeah, I can't do any damage, I just attack it. It's just like, nah, dude, you're useless. The game was very mean. Basically, all Tails attack does is, like, stun them. Once in a while it'll kill them, but usually it just stuns them. Which is what Sonic's attack does. So unless, like, Knuckles or Tails gets the hit in, I usually don't end up killing the, enemy with Sonic. I don't know. I've done this commentary like 8 times, it's pissing me off at this point. Whenever I attack those things with Sonic, like when it dies, I usually get hurt, or when I hit it, I get hurt. See, I got hurt there. It didn't look like I got hurt, but I did, I lost rings, you might have noticed. It's kind of a piss off, because it doesn't make any sense. It's just like, nah, you're not using Tails, therefore you get hurt. And I just, once in a while, hitting it with Sonic will work, but for the most part it doesn't. And then we have to be Tails to fly up these parts. And I think the longest I'm ever Tails is like for half a minute. I stopped being Tails there. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's head up there.
I like those little orange rectangle blocks. They remind me of Reboot whenever a game would start and that purple block would come down and it like they would go into the game and they'd get all their new costumes. Reboot was kind of like the people in Reboot were kind of mean. That kid never won any video game he ever played, which I guess is good. Apparently if he ever wins a game, then his entire computer will reset and delete all the data. That's one shitty computer, and I'm very glad that mine doesn't do that. Or maybe he's just buying from a really weird developer. Like, the developer of the games is some evil mastermind that, like, is trying to take over the world by making everyone's computers break down every time they win his games. And this one kid's just gonna, like, not have that happen because either he really sucks at video games or his computer is constantly on God mode. So yeah, we're playing Sonic, sort of. You'll notice that now I have to do the Blue Tornado in order to get up these poles, whereas in my last video I was able to just use my homing attack on them, and I would automatically spin up. I'm not sure if it's a glitch this time or last time, but I mean I had to do this level a couple times over due to time constraints, which still didn't work out since I have to speed it up later. Anyway, so I think that I was just extremely lucky on that last video. I was able to not have to use the Blue Tornado. I could just just homing attack them. Right here is pretty cool. I do something cool here. It's completely by accident, but I'm gonna pretend it's skill. So if anyone asks, this is skill, and tell them to mute it at this point so they think it's skill, so they don't hear that it's an accident. I just sort of teleport up there, because I used the homing attack and somehow flung me up there. It was pretty cool. I paused there. Someone gave me the talk. Doesn't matter. We have to run up these things twice, and the second time I speeded it up, which is where the problems come in, but I'll talk about those when we get there. Basically my solution was, no, I'll talk about it now. When I tried to speed it up, the rest of the video after that would speed up as well, and I went through a lot of tries to try and fix it. Eventually I just made it so that everything after the sped up part I would set to go at 99% speed, because I did everything properly, or at least I assumed I did, and it didn't work. So basically I did that, and then even after I did that, if I tried to include commentary during the speed up, the commentary would just get really messed up. So basically I had to create a video that was just this with the sped up sections, then go back in and do another narration, which might be what I was supposed to do from the start, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. This might be what you're supposed to do. I don't know, it's my first time using adjusting the speed of a video, because this video took about, I don't know, how long would you say this took? I don't know, it was a little over 11 minutes. I think it was originally like 11 and a half minutes, which you might remember from an earlier video I mentioned. You know, if I'm taking more than 10 minutes on a Sonic level, somebody did something wrong. Either I'm dying a lot, or it was just a bad level. Because let's be fair, when you're playing Sonic, you want to get through a lot of short levels in a rather quick time. It's kind of the point of a Sonic game, you know. You run through something and you feel like you accomplished something because you went through it fast, and then you have a lot of levels to go through with a lot of variation. This one, not so much. This one has just a few levels of pretty samey stuff. I like what I did there. I tried to go near that turtle, and it knocked me back, I suppose, and I teleported back down there. It was kind of cool. That's what I'm assuming happened. I don't know actually what happened. Anyway, I was just saying, you know, in this one, it's just kind of like, no, you get a few, I mean, originally it wasn't, but this level's just like, yeah, you're gonna have to go through some fairly long levels, and have fun with that, and you're like, I don't really have fun with that. If I want to do that, I'll play Mario. That's what Mario's for. You go through some pretty, not long levels, but you go through some lengthy levels that, on average, you know, could take a bit of time. Not always 10 minutes, of course, but I mean, if you're going for all the stars or something, it's definitely going to take you a while. Sonic games shouldn't really be that way. I don't know. What am I saying? Who cares? I could be completely wrong. That's just what I kind of get from Sonic, is you want to get through some levels quickly, and, you know, just have a lot of stuff to do. But maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. Don't matter now. I got through this level, I found a way. So here's the part where it speeds up, as you can tell. It looks kind of cool, I suppose. I figured I'd do this, because I didn't want to cut anything out, because you cut something out of a Sonic game, it's just awkward. Only thing I cut out of this video was where I paused it. Not because I paused it and left it, like, I kept recording while it was paused, but, you know, so I didn't really cut out a lot from the pause thing, it was only like a few seconds. Not a lot to say until, so this is where it starts going at 99% speed, I thought. Is this going at 99% speed? I guess so. It looks like it's going a lot faster. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Maybe someone can explain. Either way, it's going at this speed now. Live with it, because this is going to be the final thing. I'm just going to have to avoid, well, no, I'm not even going to bother with speed ups anymore in my videos. If it comes down to it, I'm just going to have to make multiple videos, even if it looks like I now suck at the level because I didn't do it in time. I'd rather go with that than having to go through all this process until I get better with editing, that is. I mean, I thought that I did it right, but for some reason the video is just like, no, dude. But yeah, this looks like it's going at proper speed. It doesn't look very much sped up, sorry. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit. Now let's talk about this for a second. This is one of the worst camera angles you could have in a Sonic game. This is just weird. It gives you an above view, and it basically messes up the homing attack entirely. Because as you can see a little bit ago, when I was trying to attack that guy, that robot, it was just like, hey, no, we're not going to let you attack the robot. you are going to have to fall to your doom. Because apparently homing attack in the 3D in this game was replaced with sort of homing attack, where you just sort of go in a general direction, and if the guy that you're attacking isn't right in front of you, too bad. You're just gonna fall into a giant pit of whatever that orange stuff is. I'm gonna say lava, just because. Anyway, level's over. No sound section right here. Not a very good level. Didn't care much for it. It caused me a lot more trouble than I'd want any level to. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit, you're gonna wait for part 6 to come out, and then you're gonna watch it. Because if you're watching part 5, you'll probably end up watching part 6. That's just my assumption. Anyway, I'll see you in part 6 if you decide to watch it.